I went to Arenacross, maybe last night, maybe the night before.
Night before.
I went to Arenacross, which is the UK Supercross series, I guess you would say, Premier UK Supercross series.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Bates
So
in the team there, I think it is.
it was super last minute. Bren had tickets because he was going with DeWalt. He just had spare tickets, so I just jumped in and went along, and like super lucky. Obviously, had these like fancy passes, got straight there, and just went backstage instantly. So I didn't get to see the whole arena. I just got to see, like, you can be right there next to the bikes and stuff, and
right.
Squibby was there, so went and hung out with Squibby and looked at the ramp, and I was looking at the ramp from the perspective of riding it, and I was there with some mates, and I was thinking, do you know what, I probably would hit it on a big bike with a good enough run up. It looks like okay, you know, it looks like similar to jumps I've hit. The ramps sort of, I don't know how tall, 10 foot, 9 foot,
yeah, probably
something like that. A moto ramp. It's like quite a nice angle.
Set thing that's
absolutely,
like
the free.
It is.
Yeah, it'd be interesting actually to get the dimensions of a FMX ramp. But anyway, so I was looking at it from the rider's angle. Then we watched the first few motos, whatever, and then when it came to actually going into the stands to our seats and looking, I was like, wow, 70 foot looks pretty fucking big. Like I said I would do it. Like, these are motocross
nearly
bikes.
hit the roof.
Mate. I was like, yeah, so there's a prime example of me writing a check that I absolutely had no business writing. Like, well, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
It doesn't, all that stuff, you just have to, it's so gnarly. I mean, the fact that you can sit in the stand and go, well, he's turning there and he's just going, whoop. I can do whoop.
Yeah, in theory,
all of the other bits that goes into
in theory. Yeah. I mean, actually pulling the trigger on it would be horrific. I did think about it because so Squibby was out there with, I think is it the Bold
the Bulldog team.
Bulldog team.
Yeah.
And they were on Lecky bikes on this start.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
there used to be a Honda team.
So there were 2 bikes that made noise. 2 bikes that...
Jamie ain't riding an electric bike.
No. He's
not an electric bike guy.
No, he's not. No.
Ever, I don't think. Be interesting to get his take on it. We should get him back on soon.
It'd be good. I have a feeling I know what his take is.
Oh, do you ask him?
Nope.
Okay.
But I mean, there's one bloke there who's going upside down, sideways in a whip and making his bike go woo doo 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 doo, and I think he wouldn't be open to the opposite. I mean, it was weird. It was like watching. They are different. It is undoubtedly different, and like it was one of the coolest things about Arenacross for me was that like Tommy Searle was there on a 250. He was racing against Dean Wilson on a 450.
Yeah,
4-stroke.
Yeah. Sorry.
254 stroke. Dean Wilson's on a 454 stroke.
Yeah.
And then there's electric bikes out there as well.
Wow. So they're mixing them.
Everything was just thrown in there.
I don't know how I feel about it.
No.
As a purist.
Yeah.
Can you, like, it's so weird having someone behind you that you can't hear. Because obviously, let's say me and you are going into a tight hairpin left.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be sat behind your clutches in. I'm gonna make you know that I'm there.
100%.
But when you're just getting peeky booed, hello, that's so gnarly. I don't know if you can hear them. I've never,
You can't.
No.
We even had a bit about it because before electric motorbikes were a thing. I remember talking about, and because it still makes me laugh actually, it was just something that came up, but like hearing people go through the whoops and you'd be able to hear them like that. Because you can, but you literally, it's the weirdest thing, like silent supercross, it is weird.
Watch out! On your left.
Yeah, and again, it goes back to just being resistant to change.
I was thinking, wonder if, so you used Jamie's whip for an example, so I guess one of the most famous motor whips at the moment would be Patrick Evans, who's turning a Stark inside out, wrong way round, back to front. Yeah, so can he do that on a combustion bike?
No.
It's that bike, isn't it?
The difference is if you hit, I don't know what they hit that ramp in, if it's second, third, I don't know. But when you valve bounce, that's you valve bouncing in second or in third.
So
when Patrick, it's got a limit. So when he's throttling to get the bike to straighten up, he's in essentially 6th gear.
Yeah.
Which is why.
So that's why you can turn it inside out, you reckon? Is that what it is?
I'm so far out of my lane such a passenger seat driver, but that's what I believe.
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what
the
I
truth.
believe as well.
Yeah,
That's what I believe.
yeah,
Quite scary.
yeah.
Landing and your back wheel's doing 6 times what it probably would on a normal bike.
Yeah, and equally, I really like watching Squibby, just because,
Such a
just when you
boss.
just hang out with him and know him,
Such
and
a boss.
there's something cool about seeing him do his job. But I really like how much of it's just a procedure. So you watch him do the same things every lap because he's a seasoned pro, and he's check that's there, check
no
that's there,
guesswork.
check the list, and then and then goes in, and then you see the brap first just to check that everything's all going, and then it's all like really dialed.
Systematic.
But then equally, he's got a gear that he knows he's in.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the ramp. Obviously, the ramp doesn't change, but like he knows what gear to hit it in. He knows what rev to be in that gear. If you're on an electric bike, I don't even understand. What do? Do you go from a solid stop? Do you have like marks on the ground?
Yeah, where's your point of reference?
Yeah, you've got the grate.
Speedo?
I guess. You've got the grate in front of the...
So they do have a Speedo on.
I mean, are you looking at a Speedo,
I'm
dude?
not. Patrick Evans ain't looking at that Speedo when he's about to turn that bike upside down.
Fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's changing things, man. It's changing the sport.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's for a good way. Hopefully they keep it out of Supercross and stuff, which is back. Supercross is
Who
back.
knows?
I haven't watched a single one. But
What's
I'm
a
gonna get back
450?
onto it.
65 brake? I could be
reckon
talking
around that.
shit about 65.
Yeah.
Because those Starks put out 80 in that big mode.
Wow.
So how can that not be? How can that be? I mean,
not
this
the
was
same.
a free for all. It's open class category.
Right.
So, I
Okay.
mean, no one won on a start. But if you put Dean
Yeah,
Wilson
but
on
who's
a
on it? Same
yeah.
as out, innit? Yeah. Interesting, man. I didn't know they were mixing them. It just seems
Yeah.
crazy that you'd mix them.
Do you know what else they mix in?
Amateurs.
They mix in our boy Preston Williams.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it was so cool to see
Such a
Preston.
gangster.
And like, and obviously Carenza rides for Focus, so I hang out with Carenza a lot, and that's his girlfriend. And like, she's gone out with him for years, and has never seen him ride a motorcycle, and doesn't know how good he is. So this is Preston Williams, World Cup downhill racer, had a whole career as a motocross racer before going to downhill, and after 5 years of not even riding a bike, he's gone to the Arenacross in Manchester, watched, and is just like, yeah, I fancy a go. And he
so cool.
It's the coolest thing. So he's on his dad's bike with
Is
his
he
dad's
really on his dad's
suspension.
bike?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's on his
wow.
dad's bike with his dad's suspension.
He did one
It's a whole
test day in Sheffield.
Yeah,
the indoor
one,
Supercross track.
literally one.
Yeah,
And that was the first
yeah.
time Carenza saw him on a motorcycle. It must have been a bit like, well, he's quite good.
Oh God.
Oh, cool. He can do jumps really easy.
Why
Seems
are we
to
travelling to downhill races?
Yeah,
And
isn't it?
indoors as well, good.
I love it, and I love. Obviously, Preston's been on the show, and we've done we need to get him back on podcast because I
Please.
think it's such a cool story.
Super good story.
I mean,
and he actually made the night show, which is
Yeah.
really incredible.
Well, he came fourth, dude.
Did he really? Yeah.
He came fourth.
Is
So
that
he
in what class?
qualified, and he came fourth in the
In-
finals. Yeah.
So the open class, like as in
Yeah.
Dean.
Oh no.
Okay.
No. In the you can't just enter the
Yeah, I
pro
was gonna
class,
say.
but yeah. But still, there's the people he's up against in the the amateur class
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
amateur. It's
No,
people
not
with
at all.
who train in Spain and
Used to be
have
amateur because I used to do it.
mate. I can't. I want to see the video.
Those so Supercross in England took a break for a little bit, I think, but the old ones, I'm talking 2008.
These are big whoops. They're big whoops.
Anyone could go and enter pretty much.
Yeah.
You had to be an AMCA expert, I think, and then you could ride Supercross and you turn up, no idea what you're doing. We don't do Supercross in the UK, really. You know what I mean? There's a few things, but not really.
So
And then you turn up and have a
So
go.
I was expecting. I haven't followed Arenacross. I was expecting a. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was expecting it to be not all that.
Yeah.
I was. I
lame.
was like,
Bit
well,
lame.
it's going to be so
Small
cool. It's
arena,
in
yeah.
Wembley. It's going to be. I've been to American Supercross. It's like a really, really big thing. I just was expecting the English version to be. You know what I mean? We've lived our lives. We got Toy Story way after they had it.
It's
We
not
got
it.
Yeah.
You didn't think it was going to be it.
It was it.
It was it.
It was a short track, but it was absolutely it. And there were features on it that were big. The whoops were big. There was
Dino hit like a quad or
Dino had a
something.
quad he pulled out for the finals.
Wow.
There was a difference between people skimming the whoops and people.
Yeah.
So what I love about racing and what I love about tracks is when there's a clear difference that favours people with extra skill. So if you've got one guy, you've got Dean Wilson hitting a quad in finals, then you've done something right about with the track. That's really, really cool. There was 2 rhythms down the straight.
Okay.
I walked into the building and I literally got Dean Wilson flying past the barrier. I could, if Dean knew you were there and you put your hand out, you could high five. It was insane. It was really, really, I can't tell you how good my experience at Arenacross was. It was like, it's the real deal.
That's
You got to go to one of the shows. It's so cool.
I think that was the last one.
Yeah.
Was it? There was 3
No,
rounds.
there's one more.
Is there one more?
There's one more.
Do you know where the other one is? Maybe we could take
Maybe
it.
Is it Man? No.
I don't know if it's Manchester. There's Birmingham, London. Let me find out.
Yeah, do find out.
Because maybe we could try and hit one. Maybe.
I mean, it really was good.
Yeah, and fair play to the people doing it.
Yeah,
Matt Bates. I think it's Matt Bates and his team.
Yeah.
Because they've been through a lot.
And it was a really good show. It was a really good show. I can't. And
sorry,
I mean,
I'm trying to find it.
They didn't even. I literally just piggybacked off of mates' tickets, but thanks to them for putting on a great show.
Really cool. So Wembley was then, and then. Do
you know what it made me think?
Sorry,
I'm so quick
I can't
to just
find it.
No, that's good. I'm so quick to like put stuff. Just be like, oh no, I'm busy. I'm not going to go and do it.
Belfast.
I went and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And like, if we want more stuff like this,
we got to support it.
You got to support it. So
100%.
get out there and.
I should have gone. I was considering the Birmingham one, and then whatever, and then London one. I'll be honest, I didn't consider because of where it is. It's too far. But then there is one in Belfast. So Belfast, if you're looking for something to do, Friday 31st of Jan, and Saturday and Saturday the 1st of Feb. So you can get tickets at it's not an ad, Arenacross.
And you get to see
World Tour.
You literally get to see all of the UK's top pros. You get to see Tommy Searle, you get to see Dean Wilson.
That's the only thing, I guess, that'll probably not hold it back, but like the timing is a bit strange because obviously you've got US Supercross happening. The good thing about the old ones for me, when it was in Sheffield especially, were they were like October. So Supercross season's finished, outdoor season's finished. They just wanted to make a little bit of extra money before Crimbo.
Oh, what riders came over?
McGrath back then. I mean, I remember Jeremy McGrath coming over, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, hard on all day. Like, it's insane.
Well, I mean...
Mike Brown over. All of those guys would come and do it. But a lot of talent out there, dude. Like you said, Tommy Searle, and I'd love to get Tommy on here. I really wanted to make that happen.
Too right. And Dean, it was actually really amazing to see Dean. He's obviously a product of American Supercross.
Yeah,
it's like kind of grown up in it, so he's gonna be dialed.
Yeah,
but to see him that dialed is very cool. Like, to just
impressive.
go 1-1-1-1, and you watch the, and I'm not like, obviously Tommy's on a 250, and these other riders are incredibly talented, and they're going after. But just to see the kind of what would be the word? Economy of movement. Like when you see a good Supercross racer, you see how they like. It's not like extra. It's almost less. They do less. They bounce themselves off the seat when they hit a whoop, and then watching just how different he approaches each section. I'm quite nerdy with all of this stuff, but it was really cool to see.
That's rad.
It's really cool to see someone do it that good. And this quad, I mean, I walked around the track after and I looked at the quad, and it's absolutely horrific.
Really?
And the consequence, and to pull it out in finals, is really, really gangster.
So sick.
Just that still goes on.
One of the coolest spots in the world.
Yeah, it's so cool. It was so, and then also to just be in the pits afterwards, and you just see he's just like, right, yeah, he's won that, and then he's just back out, just sort of with his kid and his wife packing his bag up and stuff. Obviously, like Bren and Sam, I think kind of know him and were hanging out, and yeah, it was really cool to see.
Sick,
it was
dude.
mega.
Really cool. Shout out. Well done for everyone for bringing Arenacross back to the UK, or a form of Supercross. Really cool.
Yeah, too right.
Really, really cool.
Definitely go and check it out, and get amongst it next year when it's back.
Promo code The Ride Companion.
Yeah.
Punch it in, you never know what might happen.
Okay. Hey, man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah,
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love
Yeah.
on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
So
And
they
on
can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.